Welcome to the Psalm Show, a Spokane's online music show. This is your host, Isamu Jordan, aka Psalm. I'll be coming through with interviews and performances by local, regional, and national artists. I want to thank y'all for coming out. Once again, this is the Psalm Show. This is Psalm Show. This is Psalm Show. This is Psalm Show. This is a Psalm Show. This is Psalm Show. This is Psalm. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor. Welcome to the Psalm Show. This is your host, Psalm, and I'm hanging out with her royal badness, DJ Deseure. Deseure, how'd you get started spinning records?
It was just Whammy Wednesdays and playing until the early morning hours, and my collection kind of built up from there.
What kind of stuff do you spin?
I spin, let me see, I like to spin 60s, 70s funk, some neo soul, some hip-hop, like mostly underground stuff, like the Super Rapping records. All I have to say is that it has that down-tempo type of theme, like something that you would play more in a house party versus, say, a bar.
And you're a twin.
Yes, I'm a twin. My sister DJs too. She DJ'd at the radio station at WSU for a semester, or I think a whole year. And I was able to get on her with that, which drove some of her friends crazy. Like, they actually had to get on the phone and say, you sound like you're talking to yourself. So we had to prove that we were, like, actually two different people, so.
You guys go for a lot of the same records, or is there some records that are considered, you can't touch this because it's my jam, or?
Something like that. Sharice has more of those than I do. And some of the stuff that I have that's like, yes, original. She like finds it a few weeks or a few months later at some place down in Moscow, Pullman or whatever, so I'm like, dang. But she has a lot of original stuff that I wouldn't dream of playing because it's a little bit more abstract and a little bit harder to mix in, but I think her stuff is a bit more Catholic or a bit more universal than mine.
So you're moving to Tempe, Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah. What for?
Graduate school. I don't even know if I'm going to try to DJ down there yet, but I'm going into a master's program in justice studies. I got my BA in sociology, so basically I was studying intersectionality, which is basically looking at various social categories and how they affect an individual. For instance, I studied African-American women working entry-level jobs.
So what's some of the research yield from your study?
That obviously there's still perceptions of more racism existing versus sexism. Like, I was trying to see if there were any type of experiences of sexism that people could recall, and some of them could not, some of them could, but you could tell from their narratives that there were elements of sexism in their workplace experiences. There's also the fact that there are policies like equal employment opportunity policies that are either being ignored or aren't being paid attention to at people's jobs. Like, people aren't complaining about being denied any type of advancement because of the way that their hair is worn, or because of the clothes that they wear, or the language that they speak, like the dialect or accent that they do have. Oh, okay, so that's supposed to be the seaside. They're doing a series of rock shows, and according to their little schedule thing, I think it either said 9:30 or 9:50 was when everything is supposed to be all done and over with, but it looks like there's about, what, 5 or 6 bands coming out, so I guess we're just seeing, oh, we forgot to ask if there's any cover, but we're just coming down here trying to set up eventually, and then I'll try to spin records. and hopefully get some positive feedback.
So what's your dream job?
Oh my gosh, my dream job, I mean, it's using sociology to do various things like make documentaries or bring to the people in various mediums the issues that would otherwise not be as paid attention to or looked over because it's assumed that the issue's been solved. Of course, I want to incorporate things like film. I kind of want to incorporate DJing. I want to keep that in my life as much as humanly possible. Comic books, things like that. Like try to use those mediums to positively affect people, or try to get more of an optimistic outcome as to the lives that they lead.
Thanks for watching the Psalm Show. See you next time.